want to make a video here of my German-made Gew88 or Gew88 commission rifle, which was in use by the Chinese, and I believe this rifle came back as a vet bringback from the Korean War. And I'll go over some of the markings and some of the little things about the gun and some information that I've come across. So first off, this gun is, well, it's in extremely poor condition. The Chinese got them in the late 1800s and they used them right up to the Korean War. So it's pretty explainable why they're in the condition that they are in, and so it makes it hard to date the gun or anything. This one has been updated. You can just make the S out and it looks like an S. It's very hard, but you can see an S. It's probably an SP for Spandau manufacturer, and then the date, there's a 1, but it's completely gone. And that's about all the oh, there's a serial number is still on it, which is still visible, but that doesn't really tell you a whole lot. The bolt is actually a Turkish bolt, which I believe someone just put in there at a later date, either to use the gun or just to make the gun complete, because this gun being sort of a mid gun because it got the S update, this back here, this should actually be a tab and not a round knob. I'm not exactly sure how they modified them over the years, but the Kobo 49 does a really good multi-part series talking about the history of the Gew88s and just breaks down all the parts. And if you want information specifically on the Gew88, I recommend the Kobo 49 channel, and look there and check out his channel. I'm just focusing on this particular rifle. So some of the things that's been done to the rifle: the rear sight, it has the little flip. It does work. It's missing. I guess it came with a elevator, but it's missing. And whoever put the little flip on, it's really bent the piece here. It's almost coming right off, like they used the wrong pin or something. I'm not sure exactly why it's bent out like that. The magazine no longer has the little dust cover that slides on here. There's no sling swivel here. The rear sling swivel, I believe on the Gew88s, it's like a quick detach little piece that's kind of unique to those rifles, and this one has been replaced just with your typical standard sling swivel. The mid band has, I don't know if it's been replaced, but there's been a screw placed in here, or a bolt, and then it's got a nut on it, which has obviously been done at a later time. And in the front, I'm not sure if this screw would be original to the gun or not. It's like a slot with a Phillips head combined, and I don't know if that's original to the gun or not. I wouldn't think the Germans would use that type, but maybe they did, or it could have been changed later. The cleaning rod was a repro, and everything else seems to be original, like the German manufacturer. It's just in really, really poor condition. There's dents just all up along the barrel shroud. It's been used heavily used, not just from storage but from actual use. The markings on this gun are really nicely done. They're very nice and clear. I don't know what they mean. I have no idea what the writing means. I believe this is a rack number on the bottom, but I haven't been able to get these markings translated. On the other side, again, the markings are really nice. This one I had been able to get translated, and I'll at the end of the video I'll go over what they say. But one unique feature that this rifle has, which I think is just amazing, is if you look in the stock right here, someone has actually carved Chinese characters into the stock. They're very hard to see, but they're right here. And this is when I bought this rifle, it was not bought as a vet bring back or anything special. It was just in a lot with a bunch of other surplus G88s. They weren't even all Chinese. They were sort of mixed match guns, and so I believe this is 100% original. I mean, it looks original also. So from what I understand, the scratched characters in the side refer to the actual person's city where the gun came from. I don't know if the person wrote it in, or if it was like a militia unit and they wanted their gun back after the Korean War or something. But it says Dongakun Fenggui Xinjiang Henan province in China. And then the mark that's on the buttstock right here, it says Xinjiang, which is the capital of the Henan province currently, I believe. I've been told that the characters on the stock are Old Chinese, an Old Chinese style of writing. This you can see along here. And the Chinese used these from the late 1800s right through their war with Japan and Korea, and so they got used really hard, which you can tell by this with this gun, and no finish being left on it, but it still seems to be in usable condition. Everything works on it in that, even though it looks pretty crude. Especially since the bolt was replaced with a Turkish bolt. So I just thought I would do a video on my, what I believe is a vet bring back Gew88 from the Korean War, or at least it's a Chinese used German manufactured Gew88 commission rifle. So thank you for watching.